Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Mat Workout Compound Moves. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat, and I'm going to be using some light hand weights for one of the sections. I'm just using 1 kilo, which is around 2.2 pounds. So if you want to use hand weights, you can. If you want to do the whole workout without, you can. If you want to intensify even further, add some light ankle weights or maybe a resistance loop for some of the exercises. Now you will be seeing some handstand variations in this workout. I will give you modifications if you prefer not to get airborne, but they're not proper handstands. They're just kind of mini handstands where you're going to lift one of your legs off the mat. So I'm going to show you ways that you can modify that to make it more suitable for you. If you are worried about flipping over or losing balance, just make sure there's nothing around you that you can whack into. And you might even want to have a wall handy so that if you overjudge it, you can just bounce off the wall. But don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. Now this is not a traditional mat workout. It's going to have a few kind of up and down moves, but the reason I call it a mat workout is because you'll always have at least 2 hands and a foot on the mat at any time, okay? So you will have contact with the mat even though some of the moves are more crouching or handstand moves. So we're going to get straight into it. We're going to start with a little warm up. If you're in a very cold climate, you might want to warm up longer and come back to this. Come into a plank position. So your arms are underneath your shoulders, they're nice and straight, and your feet are a little bit wider than hip width. And we're actually going to come back into almost like a down dog. So we're going to be using this position throughout the workout. So I want you to think about keeping your back leg straight, your tummy pulled in, and your shoulders are pushed down, your arms are straight. All we're going to do is start with the front leg, lift it up lightly, and then plant it at the front, and then come back into plank. Now the next leg, and to the back. So we're just alternating front to back. We're just raising up, pointing our toe, and then planting our foot as close as you can to your hand, okay? So it depends on your flexibility, how close you're going to get, but I want you to try to stay in a nice line with your entire body, keeping your arms straight and just coming forward. Once you see this, look down at your mat so your neck is in nice alignment with your spine. And as you lift up that leg, I want you to squeeze your glute. So we're going to use this move to get your entire body warm. So once you get a little bit warmer, you can sink into that lunge, and it's almost like a runner's lunge. So the back leg is nice and straight, and you're planting your whole foot down. You're even sinking into that, feeling a nice stretch in the inner thigh area. A few more like this. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, now we're going to do a similar move, but what we're going to do is pull our knee in, then we're going to kick across the body, and we're going to kick out to the side and then go onto the other leg. If you have trouble on your hands, you can do some of these exercises on your elbows, or even hold on to some dumbbells or yoga blocks. Just find something. You can even make fists. Find a way of doing it so it doesn't hurt your wrists. Your wrists will get stronger. So come back up into that same position. We're going to bring our leg up. We're going to pull the knee in. Then we're going to come back up, we're going to kick across to the other side, we're going to come back up, and we're going to kick out. So as we come out, I want you to sink lower. Then we're going to kick up and put it down, other side. It's a knee, it's an up, it's across, it's an up, it's out to the side, it's an up and down, and other side. It's a knee, it's always up, squeeze the glute, it's across, up, squeeze the glute, it's out, squeeze the glute and put it down. It's up, it's a knee. It's up, it's to the front. It's up, it's to the back. It's up and it's down. Again, front. First with the knee, up and across, up and out, up and down. Keep going. Blow out as you bring that leg forward. You can hold it for a split second each time you bring that knee in, and then across, blowing out all the air, out, up and down. Let's do a few more. Knee in, it's up, it's front, it's up, it's back, it's up and down. It's knee in, it's up, it's back, it's up, it's front, it's up and down. One more on each side. Up, knee in. My arms stay straight the entire time. It's up, it's side, it's up, it's down. Last time, knee in, it's up, across, up and side, up and down. Awesome job. Okay, so now we're going to add in that mini handstand. So, same sort of down dog position. You can move your weights out of the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to step with this front leg, that same planting action near your hand, okay? Then we're going to take our hands off and fall forward and lift up that leg. Then we're going to come back and we're going to cross the other leg behind like a curtsy lunge. Okay, so it's forward, fall forward, back and back. Forward, fall forward, back and back. So I'm really crossing my legs at the back there, and I'm trying to stick my glutes to the side to feel that nice stretch in my other hips. So if you don't want to lift off, just lift that leg, maybe come up on the toe and come back. It's forward, lift it up and back. If you want more, you can start lifting the front leg as well and back, or even tap your ankles together at the top and back. So this is a dynamic stretch and strengthen. Breathe out as you come up, and you choose your levels. Across, forward. You can stay up in that handstand for a split second. Let's do 4 more. 1, and back. Try to get your knee down. 2, and back. 3, and back. Last 1, and back. Nice job. Now we're going to keep adding slight variations to that, but in the meantime, I want you to start doing some side leg raises. So what I want you to do is you can either have your foot in line with your knee this way and kind of have your hand in line with your knee, or you can bring it further to the back, up to you. You can have both hands down, or if you want to challenge your balance, put your hand up here. And all I want you to do is bring your leg up, and we're going to sweep to the front and then to the side. Front and side. So you can see this is very unstable, and I'm trying to get you to use your core, hold your tummy in to help you to stay upright. But if you want to, you can put your hand down here, or you can even come all the way down here, okay? So there's options. But if you're up here, I want you to try to balance. Forward and side, forward and side. Breathing through and trying to keep your leg high. Outer thigh stays facing the ceiling the entire time. If you want to curl your toes under on the bottom leg, you can do that, whatever works for you. A few more like this. Over. Squeeze the glutes and the outer hips here. Try not to slouch in this shoulder, stay nice and tall. You can look down at your hand if it helps your neck. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want everyone to put their hands down. What we're going to do is bend our leg. We're going to come down to meet it, and then we're going to shoot it up. So we're going to come down, up, and then shoot up diagonal. Down, up, extend on that diagonal. Down, up, extend. So I'm actually coming almost like into a slight triceps push-up with my front arm. Down, up, as high as you can, extend. Down, up, extend. So once again, once you have it, you can look down at your mat and really focus on getting low with your chest so you can get your leg higher. Down, up, extend. I want you to squeeze your entire leg as hard as you can, all the way to your tippy toes. Down, up, extend. Really feeling that. Keep going. Breathe out on the extension. You should be feeling your supporting leg as well here. That's a bonus. Keep going. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay up and just bend, press that leg on the angle, squeezing your glute, keeping your leg up there, keeping the contraction in your front arm, up and up. Squeeze. If this isn't working for you, come down on your elbow. You can have options here, but I want you to focus on that leg. Bend, extend. Extend on that angle. Opening your hip as much as you can. We're really stretching through the hips here. Up and up. Up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, so now we're going to do another little variation with that handstand, but we're going to do some push-ups. Okay, so we're going to start in the down dog. We're going to raise our back leg. We're going to weave it under so that we've got our ankles crossed. We're going to come into a push-up. Then we're going to raise back up in that down dog. Then we're going to come forward and fall into the handstand. So come back up, sweep your leg high, cross under, push up, it's up, step forward, fall into the handstand. Up, try to make it fluid, under, it's up, squeeze your glutes. This time as you step your foot in, I want you to think about putting it on the inside of your hands. So you're not on the outside anymore. You're stepping between your hands and falling forward. Now remember your options. If you don't want to do that handstand variation, just come forward and lift the leg. Come back, raise, across, push up, raise, forward, and just lift it. If you want more, come up, across, push up, forward, and you can bend the back leg up, or up, across, push up, forward, ankles touch. Okay, that's the hardest version, and you've got a little bit more air time there. It's up, forward, ankles touch. Again, up, across, push up, forward, ankles touch. A few more. Really squeeze the glute on all those down dog raises. Then step forward, weight is in the heel, and transfer to your hands. Keep your arms straight when you're in that down dog position. Up, forward, and forward. Keep going. If you can't do this push-up, go down on your knees. Okay? No shame in that. So up, across, go down on your knees. Up, forward, up. You don't even have to cross if you don't want to. Just go up, down, knees, up, forward, lift off. Lift off or don't lift off. That is your choice. 3 more. Up, forward, handstand. This is 2. All the way down, up, forward, handstand. And this is 1. And down, up, forward, handstand. Nice job. Okay, you might have figured out we're changing legs quite a bit because I don't want you to get so tired that you lose form. It's very important in these sort of workouts to keep your form right because you don't want to be falling and injuring yourself, okay? So now come into a tabletop position, front leg again, and all we're doing is bring your leg up, squeeze your glute. We're going to draw an arc to the front, circle it, tap down to the back, circle it, tap down to the front, circle, tap, back, circle, tap, front, circle, tap, back. It's really more like a front circle, switch to back circle, but I want it to be wide. Okay, you're really coming out to the front of your mat and then to the back of your mat. Out in front, around, around to the back, around, around to the front, around, around to the back. Keep that glute engaged the entire time. Keep your arms strong. Look down at your mat once you have it and really feel the burn back in that front glute. Hold your tummies in. Keep your back as flat as you can. A few more like this. Around, around to the front. Around, around to the back. The bigger you make it, the more you're going to feel it. Around, around to the back. Let's do 3 more. Around, 1, around, 2, around, 3. Awesome job. Okay, so now we're going back to that variation. We're going to come into a plank type position. We're going to jump forward with this leg. So we're going to jump in. I'm going to keep my arms on the ground. Keep my leg really bent. Then I want you to cross over back into that curtsy lunge. And then I want you to jump forward, go back into the curtsy lunge, and then if you can, jump back into plank. Okay, so it's jump, it's lunge, it's fall forward, it's lunge, it's out, it's in. You can keep this leg off. It's back, it's forward, it's curtsy, it's out. Your foot is on an angle here, and so is the back foot, okay? It's a diamond shape. You're coming into a curtsy lunge here, up, curtsy lunge here, back out parallel. It's in, fingertips down, up, fingertips down, out. Good cardio factor on this one, but see, we're not coming off that mat. We still have 2 hands and a foot on that mat. So it's still technically a mat exercise. And out. So if you want to, come forward, raise, come back, out. Or even, come forward, raise, come back, step, step. Come forward, raise, come back, step, step. Or if you want to, up with the back leg halfway and jump. Or even more, tap your ankles and out. Come on, you choose your level. This is the last handstand variation. So I want you to get the most out of it. Don't slack off, okay? Just don't do it. Let's go 4 more. Jump, jump in, weight is in the heels. Down as far as you can in that lunge. 3, back, handstand, lunge, out. 2, lunge, handstand, lunge, out. 1, lunge, handstand, lunge, out. Okay, I'm going to give you a tiny break, child's pose, because that back leg, burning. Okay, that was it. Now, we're going to do some arms. That's where I'm going to use my weight. You actually only need one weight for this. You've got some options here. Because we've been using our arms a lot, I understand if your wrists are getting sore. I'm going to do it on my hand, but if you really can't face it, you can come down here, or you can even use maybe a chair or a step and come up higher. This is the advanced version. Place your foot in front at a 90-degree angle to your body, and your arm is directly underneath your shoulder. If you want to come up into a side plank, that is your choice, or you stay down on your knee. We're focusing on our arm. So we're going to do a combination here. It's going to be a bicep with my hand towards me. I'm going to change into a hammer grip, then I'm going to come up and I'm going to go out. I'm going to come in, I'm going to come down, I'm going to bicep. So it's up, out, in, down, bicep, up, out, in, down. So you're turning your arms each time. I need you to think about holding your tummy in, and I need you to get that bottom hip away from the floor as much as you can. Really row up, extend your tricep high, down, bicep. I want you to actually squeeze your weight here, especially on the biceps curl. And if you want, you can double up on your weight, or you can even grab a heavier weight for this, okay? If you see that it's not gonna be giving you enough of a burn. Let's go 3 more, and then we're gonna add something in. 1, up, out, in, down, 2, up, out, in, down, 3. Now we're going to do one of these. So it's a bicep, up, down, in, out. I'm going to put my hand down. I'm going to raise my leg up, knee in, back to the front. Bicep, up, down, in, out. Put my hand down, out, knee, out, front. Bicep, up, tricep, down, out, in, out, front. Always get that footing before you lift your arm. Down, up, in, out, front. Bicep, all the way. The back arm is really feeling this. Plant it. Hold your tummy in. Sorry, that was me. Wrong hand grip there. Not paying attention. Up, in, up, front. Turn your hand. Bicep, up, out, down, in. So you're really squeezing through your obliques as you do that knee in, down. You can drop the weight if it's hurting your knuckles. So you can go like this. Out, in, out, down, and pick it up again. That might be more comfortable. Let's do 3 more. Out, front, it's 1, out, in, out, front, 2, back arm is burning, the shoulder, out, in, out, down, last one, front, out, in, out, down. Okay, come down, child's pose for a second, stretch out your arms, deep breath in, 1 more deep breath. Okay, are you ready? We're doing all of that to the other side. So, starting with that handstand to back curtsy lunge, okay? So you're starting with the down dog again. You're going to lift the front leg, come forward, fall into a handstand, come back and cross behind like a curtsy lunge. Forward, jump, forward, curtsy. I'm trying to stay low as I go back here and bring my knee almost all the way down to the mat. forward, up, low. So plant that foot next to your hand and think about putting the weight in the heel and then lifting off. So keep your knees bent as you come down so you've got a nice cushioning for your joints. Forward. And come down, sticking your glutes to the back wall. Exaggerate that. You should feel almost a stretch in those glutes as you sink low. Hold your tummy in. And remember your options for the handstands. If you want to just do this and raise the leg, do that. If you want to bend the front leg up, do that. If you want to tap your ankles, do that. You choose your level, knowing that we've got lots of variations with these handstands. So there's quite a few reps here. But you're familiar with it now, and hopefully it's becoming less daunting for you. 4, up, back. 3, up, back. Sink low. 2, and 1. Up, back, down. Nice job. So now we're coming to that side position where you can either have your foot like that or slightly towards the back with your toe curled under. And you can put your hand here if you want. Another option is to put your hand here, bring your leg up, point your toe, and it's front to side. Front to side. Hold your tummy in, and you're going to feel quite a bit of instability here, but that is your core strength. Okay, you will get better with balance. I just want you to focus on keeping that leg up, and if this is just not happening for you, put your fingertips down. And another option is to come all the way down here, but that means you've got to really keep your leg high. So this might be a good one for you, just here, the intermediate, but really focus on keeping your leg high and squeezing the outside of your glute there, and breathe. You always just want to breathe, oxygenate your muscles. It will help to get rid of some of that lactic acid buildup. Front, side. Come on. A few more like this, and then we're going to those bent leg ones with the diagonal extensions. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So all of us are now going to put our hands down. We're going to bend that leg. We're going to come to meet the other leg. Then we're going to slightly bend our front arm and extend the leg diagonal. So it's down, up, up. Down, up, up. I want you to bend into your arm, up. It's like a triceps push-up for your arm. Down, up, up. So by leaning down, you're able to extend your leg higher. You want to extend it high. You want to point that toe. You want to squeeze your glute. Down, up, up. And remember, you can come down here if you prefer. It's more stable. The reason I like to be up on my other hand is because it gives me that core instability, which means more muscles are firing. Hence the compound move name of this workout. Up, down, up, up. Using many different muscle groups all at the same time, maximizing your results in minimum time. Down, up, up. Squeeze that glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up there, bend, extend. Okay, so I'm actually loading weight in the tricep of my front arm. I've got my tummy pulled in and I'm bend extending and my leg is still turned out. So it's like a hip opener, okay? I want you to think open hips. Really feel that stretch across the hips. Keep that leg far behind you and extend to the corner of the ceiling. Breathe through it. Come on, you can do this. Keep going. Squeeze the glute. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Come down for a second. Okay, so now we're going to do that one with the push-up. Do you remember? We're going to come back into that down dog position. We're going to raise the back leg. We're going to weave it under, come into a push-up. Go back, up, come forward. This time your leg is in between your hands and fall forward into that handstand. Come back up. It's a cross. It's push-up, it's up, it's forward, it's foot off. If you want, or you can just make it a raise. Forward. So squeeze the glute, weight in the heels, you can just make it a raise. Up, through. If you don't want to cross your feet under, you can just do it side by side. Up. If you prefer to do it on your knees, come down and then back up if you can. Just choose your options. I want you to make this your workout. I don't want you to keep trying to follow the more advanced options if you're not there yet. Everyone starts somewhere. Start at your level as long as you're challenging yourself, okay? No one's watching you. That's the beauty of home workouts. Just keep growing with it, and each time you do this workout, you will get stronger. Just do a few on your toes if you can. Do the rest on your knees. Lift off, don't lift off. It doesn't matter, no one's judging you. Down and up. Tummy's in. Your arms are staying straight the entire time, apart from this push-up. Okay, keep your arms straight. It's a stretch and a strengthen. It's a dynamic stretch and strengthen workout. Down, up. A few more like this. Everything's squeezing, everything's stretching. We are creating strong bodies. 3 more. Up, through, down, up, forward, up, through, down, up, forward. Did I say 3 more or 4 more? We'll make it 4. This is 2. Just because I can. Forward, and this is the last one. It's up, it's through, it's down, it's up, it's step, and it's forward. Nice job. Okay, so now we're doing that tabletop with our leg circles. Front leg extended. We're going to come out, circle out, tap back, circle back. Front, circle front, back, circle back. Now make it bigger. Circle front, back, circle back. Front, circle front. Squeeze your glutes back. You need to be going past your mat on both sides. Once you have it, look down at your mat, push out of your shoulder blades, and make sure your tummy is in tight to support your core. This is lower back as well. You should be feeling that rotation is really working your lower back, so make sure your alignment is good here, because you don't want to twist anything. Around to the front, around to the back. Is your glute burning yet? Around to the back. Big circles all the way up. Squeeze your butt back. Long legs, pointed toes. Extend back. Keep going. Just breathe through the burn. And back. Front and front. Back and back. Go for 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job, just a quick stretch. Okay, so now we're doing those plank to jump in, to diagonal lunge to handstand, diagonal lunge, jump out to plank. Okay, if you don't want to do the jumps, walk it through. So come into the plank. We're going to jump in with our back leg. I've got my hands on the ground. I'm lunging across, same curtsy lunge. Then I'm coming forward, lifting my leg, coming back into that curtsy lunge, jumping out. So it's forward, it's back, it's front, it's lunge, it's out. It's forward, it's lunge, it's up, it's lunge, it's out. If you don't want to jump, it's forward, it's down, it's raise, it's down, step, step. Forward, it's down, it's raise, it's down, step, step. If you want to advance it, it's down, it's bend the back leg, down and jump. Advance it more, it's down, ankles together, down, plank. Choose your level and then challenge yourself. Always go one level harder than what you think you can do. You are stronger than you think. Believe that you can do more and you will do more. It's all in the mind. Forward, weight is in the heels when you're doing those lunges and those jumps. Here, weight in the heels, lunge, handstand, lunge, back. Come on, tummy's in, look down at the mat, do not look at me or you might twist your neck. Up, back, down. I'll tell you when we're stopping. Do your best. If you miss a lunge, if you miss a handstand, don't worry. Just keep doing something. Out. Leg is burning. Down. Up. Down. Out. 4 more. Front. Lunge. Handstand. Lunge. Out. 3 more. Breathe through it. Down. Out. 2 more. Come on, up, down, out. Last one, down, up, down, out. Child's pose, ouch. Front of thigh burning, burning, burning majorly. But you did it, you did it. You just did 3 combinations, including handstands and push-ups and all sorts. So, you're stronger than you think. Ready? Side plank with those ones. So choose your position. If you want to stay on your knee, stay on your knee. This is our last grouping. So if you feel you've just overextended yourself and you don't want any more, then stay on your knee. 90-degree angle. It's a bicep. It's an up, extend, in, down. Bicep, up, extend, in, down. So you need to get your arm high to get past that leg. That's the whole point of having that leg there, so that you need to really extend past your back and then up and out. You're on a diagonal with that arm. Squeeze the top of your arm, triceps muscle, bicep, upper back, tricep, down. If the hand positioning is confusing you, and you don't want to twist your hand to do the bicep, just do a hammer curl, okay? You can just go hammer, up, out. That way you don't have to twist your hand, okay? So that's an option. Or just do biceps, just do the rows, or just do triceps extensions. Doesn't matter as long as you're doing something. Come down on your knee if you have to, but if you're up here, squeeze your arm, squeeze that leg, the straight leg, put the weight in the heel of the front leg and push out of your shoulder, don't slouch. 3, 2, 1. Guess what? We're adding on. So one of these, up, out. Now put your hand down, extend the leg, in with the knee, out with the knee, plant the foot. Up, out, down, up, in, up, front. So from here, we're going up, then back down. So it's a slight variation because we have to have our hand on the ground. So it's not exactly the same, but it's still the same principle. So it's up, down, row, extend, down. Remember, if this is hurting your hand, then drop the weight. So I show you without, just drop it, put your hand down, in and front, then pick it up. You are going to be breathless because you're using every single muscle in your body here, like no mercy. You should be feeling this everywhere, in your abs, in your arms, in your shoulders, in your back, in your legs, that outer thigh, the glutes, the outer thigh of the bottom leg, it's everywhere. And we're going to do 4 more sets. 4 more sets and we're done. Up, out, in, down, up, in, out, down. 3. Up, out, in, down, out, in, out, front. 2. Keep breathing. Tummies are in, and front. Last 1. Out, in, out, front, knee down, child's pose. Oh yes, we finished. That was it. I hope you enjoyed those functional moves. Some of them probably didn't burn quite as much as my targeted workouts. Just sit on the side and we're going to do mermaid over and over. But they add up. They definitely add up because all of those groupings pretty much use your entire body. Functional compound moves. Come around to the other side, over, stretching out the side body, and over. One more time, and over. And then just sit in a cross-legged position and reach forward. So we did a lot of down dog glute raises. They definitely got into your gluteus maximus. And then we did those side leg raises, switch which leg is in front. So you would have got into your outer thighs, your outer hips, definitely working all angles. Now come to the side, bring your heel in towards your glutes and stretch your leg back, stretching the front of the thigh. Those curtsy lunge positions, they definitely burnt the front of the thigh. And then just bring your leg up and you can either hold onto your foot or onto your calf or even on the inside and just bring that leg towards you, hamstring stretch. And then if you want to slightly push towards the back, make sure you're leaning forward so you don't fall towards the back. And that's your inner thigh stretch. Nice job. Now just sit forward, chest towards your legs, a little bit more of a hamstring stretch. And then switch sides. So again, heel to glutes, pushing that hip behind you, stretching out the front of the thigh. And then just bring that leg up, pull it in towards you, lean slightly to the front, your other leg can be towards the front, and push slightly to the back. So if you're down here, you can use your calf and push slightly to the back. You're pulling in and pushing away. I don't know if that makes sense, but you're trying to stretch your hamstring and your inner thigh at the same time. And then just sit up and bring your knee across, hug that in, sit tall and twist away. And the same thing on the other side, knee across, hug it in and twist away. And just for your arms, interlace, push in front, up overhead, side to side, and in behind and pull up, stretching the front of the shoulders. All those down dogs definitely use the shoulders a lot. And that is it. So all of the dynamic moves definitely had a stretch element to them as well, so you don't need to stretch quite as much with these dynamic stretch and strengthen workouts. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next workout.